for some reason I feel a need to walk into frame. I feel like it's just weird if I'm just here when the video starts. I don't know why, but whatever. Anyway, I actually made a list. Sorry, it's not like an actual script, but I made a list to kind of keep myself on track today. And I just want to start off this video by saying thank you. We're about to hit 250 subscribers. Honestly, just like all the views, the comments, all the support, it's way more than I ever expected. Especially like my last was like that flesh and blood video. That was just like, again, it's to give you an idea, it's like 5:20 a.m. right now, right? So I just like kind of get up in the morning, I chug some caffeine, I kind of like watch some stuff, and then I just get on the camera and start ranting, right? So just the fact that like sometimes I'll make a video and I'm like, oh, this will get maybe 50 views, and then it goes and gets like 1,000, and there's like actually kind of like great conversation in the comment section. It's nice. It's nice to just, honestly, the only reason I really do this is to talk with people, because definitely not making any money. So I just want to say thank you. Keep commenting. I really enjoy the conversations. And that's kind of the whole reason I do this. I will, so I've had multiple people tell me, hey, you should probably do a script. And basically that's what I'm going to start doing, kind of like 50% scripted, and then like 50% rants, because that's just kind of like who I am and what I like to do. But I'm going to try and do more like market stuff. I'm going to do more like kind of like screen capture stuff, of where I'm just like my girlfriend's got a whole streaming setup. So anyway, so I'm going to like use that some to do like actual just kind of a day in the life of me, like how I look at like the market, like kind of just like maybe what I do to kind of like check on pricing and see how stuff's moving, and I'll kind of just talk about stuff I'm watching. So we'll do kind of more like in-depth market number crunching kind of stuff, and then we'll do more kind of me just yelling at you guys and flailing my arms about how the world's gonna end. So that's kind of just to give you guys an idea of what's going on. I didn't really want to talk on anything specific this video. It was kind of just me more thanking and kind of giving you guys a little bit more of like a philosophical side of like what the whole point of this channel is. I don't really want to do like one of those like channel update videos, because I feel like they're, not that they're cringe, but just no one watches them, no one cares, right? So I kind of have got to like sneak this stuff in so that you guys actually like listen to me. Sorry. But so we're gonna talk about like 3 things I'm gonna talk on today, and it's basically fail yourself, don't I'm gonna say don't trust, you know what, don't trust YouTubers, don't trust me. I'm actually working for the government. I'm actually here to get all your crypto and no, I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, that marker's gone. We'll deal with that later. Okay. Fail yourself. Now, what do I mean by this, right? I don't mean go fail yourself. I mean, you need to try and fail at things yourself. Basically, you need to experience things for yourself, right? Like, you can't go watch a video and have a guy just give you the answers, because I think what it is, and this is just like comes down to when we're kids, right? Like, your parents would tell you something, and you just like, in your childhood head, you'd be like, oh, it makes no sense to me. Like, why would I do that? You just like, oh, no, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to go do my own thing, right? And then you go and you do your own thing, and you screw up, and you mess up a lot, and then you go, oh, that's why they said it, right? And then it clicks, and then it all makes sense. Okay, that's why they said that. But you'll never fully appreciate why they said it until you go and screw up yourself, right? So my whole thing is, go fail yourself. You know, go invest in flesh and blood and see what happens, right? Like, go do some wild stuff. Now, I'm not saying go pull out your life savings and go dump it in an NDTCG or do something stupid like that, right? But I am saying, like, maybe take a little bit, maybe like dip your toes in the water, and if a piranha bites your toe off, well, okay, we don't go in there, right? Like, you only lost a pinky toe. You're gonna be all right. Yeah, it sucks you lost your pinky toe, but at least you didn't just, get completely eaten alive by piranhas, right? So, fail yourself, dip your toes in the water, kind of test things out. It's okay to screw up. Dude, you wanna know how many times I've messed up? Dude, okay. You know how many, like, boxes of Everfest that I, like, actually, no, this was actually a really good thing, because the singles on that went crazy. But, here's an idea. Dominaria United. This is the first, actually, this is actually a really bad example, too, because I pulled a bunch of shield trids. But it doesn't matter. I get, like, dude, the pull gods bless me. But the point is this is the first Magic set I ever bought. And this is how I started with Magic. And this is, like, considered, well, I think in time this would be considered a good set. But at the time, this was, like, when Magic was crashing and burning. And this is when I got into Magic. So it's, like, trust me, guys, like, it's okay. You need to fail yourself to find out. All right? That's all. I'll get into that. Don't trust YouTubers. Sometimes I'll have people in my comments and they'll be like, this guy's, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Let me be the first to say, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just ranting. When did I ever give you guys the impression that I knew what I was talking about? Did I ever tell you guys that I was an expert in any of this? No, I'm an idiot. I'm a moron. I'm a Timmy. I'm just letting you guys know what works for me and what doesn't work for me, right? So, anyone who's telling you that they've got the answers and they know everything, I would trust them the least. Now again, there's amazing YouTubers out there. PokeNE, Nostalgianomics, Pokebeard, the guy with the big red beard. Sorry, bro, if I don't love that dude's YouTube channel. You know what? I'll even tell you this one. PTCG Radio, whatever. Can't stand that guy. I think half of his takes are nonsense. But I still like watching him to figure out kind of what that side of the market is doing, right? So now would I ever take any of his like investing advice? No, never. It like would melt my brain. But I still like to like know like, okay, what's playable? What's the player? What are the players doing right now, right? Like I like to get like a pulse on the market, right? So like again, my God, if you are relying on YouTubers for financial advice, please just okay. If you have money, go to a financial advisor. Like, there are like qualified people to do this stuff, right? Like, yes, that's all. I'm just don't trust YouTubers. Listen to them. Take what they have to say. Play with it. But yeah. Now, Rudy, right? I love Rudy. Rudy's the person who got me into this. And this is what I think happens, right? I think this is the life cycle of a Rudy viewer. You either go full force, like, okay, for example, like people who maybe like went full into MetaZoo and other things, and you get burned and you get hosed by a Rudy, and then you hate Rudy, right? Like that's one option is you get burned by him because you just went full on, like you went just full root, like you just like, wanted to SSD, and you just went full in and you got wrecked. Or there's the two other people. Well, there's the people who then just still love him to death and they'll just buy anything from him and they just love buying stuff. Or there's the third option, which I think is what happens to most people, is they listen to him, they get into him, they learn a lot from him, and then they kind of break off and they do what works for them. But then they kind of start to see the like, he isn't a genius. He isn't this like God, right? Like I love Rudy, and I mean he'll even tell you this himself, right? Like he doesn't know everything. Like I'm gonna give you guys an example. Rudy was shilling, and I don't even want to say shilling, right? But he was like pumping, and of course he is, right? Because he's selling it. But it's like, did he even know that the Assassin's Creed collector boxes only had 10 cards per pack instead of 15? Like, did he even know that? I didn't hear him even bring that up once. And he was he was completely wrong about Assassin's Creed, and I was completely right. Now, do I think I'm smarter than Rudy? No, God, no, not even close. But I do think that I don't want to say that he's losing time, because I don't know, right? Like, that's the whole thing, is he could just be playing complete fucking mind games with us, and we're all just idiots, right? So just think about that, right? So I respect Rudy, I love Rudy, but I disagree with a ton of stuff Rudy says, because I don't think he agrees with it either. You know what I mean? So also people say I am like a ripoff of Rudy. Deal with it. And also, here's the thing, right? Rudy's not gonna be around forever, so someone's got to take his place whenever he's gone. So, you know, no, I know I can never replace Rudy, but that's the thing. That's the thing with I love Rudy, guys, but I'll be honest with you, I disagree with a lot of the stuff he says, but I also agree with a lot of it, and I wouldn't be as smart of a person if it wasn't for him. And that's why, man, go back and watch some of his old whiteboard videos, and I get to, like, maybe he's kind of lost the passion, because I mean, I can't, you know, believe with dealing with like idiots for like 10 years that he, you know what I mean? So I'm sure his brain's fried and he's just done with it. But man, go back and watch some of those old whiteboard Rudy videos. You'll learn a lot about yourself. Oh, and then lastly, Flesh and Blood. Thank you everyone to that Flesh and Blood video blew up. I'll agree, I could have done better. I just didn't expect, like, again, I just come in here and I rant, right? So there's a lot I miss about that Flesh and Blood video. Here's a key takeaway. No, you should not invest in Flesh and Blood. Invest in Pokemon. It's that simple. Now, if you want to, go ahead. I was just kind of ranting about my thoughts on it. But no, I would not invest in Flesh and Blood. But yeah, that's really about it, guys. Hopefully that wasn't too ranty. And like I said, we'll have more scripted content coming up, but have a good one, guys.